best.
We talked about how you and all the billionaires that you know, what is that one trait they all have in common?
They're killers. They want to win. They want to disrupt. And they work their asses off. Like Kobe.
Mamba mentality.
Dude, he works out until he passes out every morning. You've never seen dedication like him.
Kobe Bryant was part of Body Armor, right?
Yeah.
So how much did you have to pay Kobe Bryant?
Nothing. He paid me.
What do you mean?
He wanted to get in the company. He loved the product. He invested $6 million to start in the company.
He invested $6 million in your company?
Yes.
What did that turn into?
$450 million.
Are you serious?
Well, he also got talent marketing shares on top of that because he was the director of sports marketing. When Kobe Bryant calls the athletes to come for a commercial, they all show up. Harden came into Body Armor because of Kobe.
Give me the deepest life quote you've ever heard.
From Vince Lombardi, my father used to say this, it's not the big that eat the small, it's the fast that eat the slow. That's my famous quote in beverage.
So speed is important in business.
Dude, if you sit on your hands, the competition just runs you over.
68 today. If me and you died tomorrow and you had one more message to leave with the younger generation, what would that be?
Do what you love, because you won't have a job.
You got amazing advice, sir. Thank you for your time, my friend. And I connect with all the billionaires I interview. Could I get your contact?
Yeah, of course.
Look, you guys, that's a happy billionaire right there. Okay, look, he said that money cannot be the only thing to make you happy. But look, he made a lot of other people rich, right? He had the people that were custodians making money, man, the janitors, I think he said, man. So it just goes to show the more money you make other people, the more money you're going to make and the happier you're going to be. Great interview out here in Beverly Hills. We got to go find this next billionaire out here, you guys, how they got rich, whether or not that money buys happiness. Come on. All right, you guys, so we are right now headed to go meet up with our next billionaire. But this billionaire is not from the United States. He's not from America. No. He's from the UK. And he created and built the largest phone retailer in all of the United Kingdom. One of the biggest ones in Europe, I believe. He sold his company back in 2006 for $1.6 billion. And according to Forbes, he's worth over $3 billion worth of bees. We're about to link up with another billionaire to figure out if the sacrifice and what it took to become a billionaire was really worth it. Let's go see what he says. What's going on, guys? How you doing? John, how you doing, my friend? I'm James. Great to meet you, my friend. Thanks for coming out to do an interview, man. I really appreciate that, man. John, I have one rule for all my interviews. There's no holding back at all. We're going to give the younger generation a blueprint on how to really become successful and make it in today's world like you did. Can we make that happen?
We can try.
What was your main business for the people that don't know?
Right, so for the people that don't know, and of course they won't know because all my business was UK-centric and European-centric, and that was mobile phones. And it was every aspect of mobile phones right the way through from service provision, retailing, distribution, wholesale. It was everything. And I built that up from 1986 to 2006, from one man right the way through to 12,000 people and a sellout of £1.5 billion. Not those cheap dollars, the pounds.
The pounds, my man. My man, I appreciate that, man. Well, hey, they're about to get $1 billion worth of game from you right here, my man. So let's make it happen. Did you come from a lot of money? Like, were your parents rich?
Well, my dad was a traveling salesman and my mother was a post-room manager, so I suppose you could say definitely not.
Did 20-year-old you have any idea that you were going to become a billionaire?
Oh, no. I grew up in the back streets of Stoke-on-Trent in a tiny little house. I had no money and no inspiration. There's nobody around me to inspire me at all. So no, I had no clue. I always knew I was going to be successful.
Right.
A childhood dream I had when I was 8 years old. And my dream was that I would be driving around in a chauffeur-driven Rolls-Royce, handing £5 notes out to poor people. And that dream had to be fulfilled. But in fulfilling that dream, nowhere in that dream was I a billionaire. I was just successful and wealthy and charitable.
So you've made billions of dollars throughout your career. You're 73 now.
Yeah.
Are you happy today?
Happiness is a relative subject, isn't it? I'm always challenged and I'm happy when I achieve challenges. So, for instance, on the 19th of July, I'm doing something that's impossible for me, which is the Étape de Tour, the Tour de France cycling race up in the Alps. It's an impossible challenge for me. If I achieve anywhere near that, I'll be quite happy. And life is full of happiness and full of sadness and full of issues. So, yeah, I'm overall happy, but I'm not a contented person. I'm always struggling to achieve the next thing.
And you mentioned your dad was a travel salesman. Are you a good salesman?
I don't think you're going to get to where I am without being a good salesman.
So what was your secret to sales? If you could give me one piece of sales advice that's not taught in a textbook or business
Integrity.
School, you got to keep your word.
Beyond that, when people used to ask me what are these mobile phones like, I would say they're absolutely dreadful. I said there'll be times when all you want to do is throw it on the floor and stamp on it. And they said, well, that's strange. The guy down the road who I've been to said that they're perfect. They're just like the ordinary home telephone. I said, well, that's complete rubbish. I said, they're absolutely dreadful. But if you need one, what are you going to do? It's a unique piece of equipment and you're going to buy one, but expect it to be not very good. And I never lost a sale ever because the truth. And that was the truth. But I used the truth to my advantage to gain credibility with the customer. So the guy down the road that had told him it was just like using a home telephone lost all his credibility